Second World War Diary.
March 1945.
Written by José Delgado. Narrated by Drew Crosby.
Thursday, March 1st, 1945. On the Eastern Front, the Germans fight a cutthroat battle, roused by National Socialist fanaticism and radical anti-communism. The great fear of the Wehrmacht soldiers is to fall into the hands of the Red Army. Stalin intends to make the Allies believe that his objective is to take Dresden. However, Marshal Zhukov has orders of taking the German capital and capturing Hitler as soon as possible. For his part, General Eisenhower is considering the idea of not being the first to arrive in Berlin. The casualty rate would be very high and would be difficult to explain to the American and British public. On the contrary, Stalin and General Zhukov don't have this problem. Losing an additional 100,000 soldiers in the battle for Berlin would be acceptable. The German army group Vistula is trying to hold back the attacks of the 1st and 2nd Belarusian fronts south of Stettin, nowadays Szczecin, in Poland. On the Western Front, the Allies have launched Operation Blockbuster to complement the veritable and grenade offensives. Canadian infantry and armored forces have managed to cross the German lines on the road connecting Goch and Xanten and advance eastwards. The fighting takes place in the depths of forests and marshes, where the Germans put up fierce resistance. Friday, March 2nd. On the Western Front, Patton's Third American Army takes Trevoris on the right bank of the Moselle River. The Allies have reached the western bank of the Rhine River in the city of Dusseldorf. All of its bridges have been destroyed. On the Eastern Front, 455 B-17 bombers of the U.S. Air Force attack the German city of Dresden with incendiary bombs. They ravage the railway lines of the industrial districts of Friedrichstadt and Neustadt, as well as the neighboring residential areas. In East Prussia, Russian troops are trying to liquidate the 4th Wehrmacht Army before it's evacuated by sea. The German forces resist the Soviet onslaught in the fortress of Breslau, nowadays Wrocław, in Lower Silesia in southeastern Poland. In the Pacific, on the island of Iwo Jima, under intense artillery and machine gun fire, the 3rd Marine Division manages to occupy the runways of the 3rd Airfield.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?